Are we growing up the dragon egg today?
Yes.
Yes! At last.
At last. Hello everybody, it's Taara.
Hi, and Aurora.
And today we're going to be growing up our very own little
Dragon foal.
horse hatchling.
Oh, it's not a foal yet, it's an egg still.
Actually, yes, it hasn't hatched yet. It is still...
But we're going to take it to foal, right?
Yes.
Great.
And then to adult.
Yes.
So it's gonna be a long one. Feel free to skip this episode. But while we are here, and since it takes so long to grow a foal,
Yes, it does.
we figured we might as well talk about a couple of stuff.
Oh, what are we starting with?
Going forward, please don't freak out. We will be posting videos on different games, not just
Oh my
Star
goodness,
Equestrian.
yes. It does seem that after the barely alive... What bravely?
The bravely.
After the barely alive video, there was a few people that kind of freaked out because we were posting something different than just
slight confusion.
Star. So please, we are creators. There isn't always creative stuff in Star Equestrian. So
And there's very little updates in Star Equestrian in any way. But from the beginning, we did in the detailed description on the channel
yes, we did include there to say that we were going to do other games.
as well. But we will not abandon Star. We won't abandon our beautiful horses.
Of course not. Never, ever.
So we will still make Star Equestrian content.
And if there isn't content in the game because Foxy is not releasing some, we will create some. So don't worry.
We have unending amount of stories.
Ideas.
So
Okay.
And also, just to make it a little bit less disorientating, we're going to be keeping the same heroes that you've come to know.
Our Taara and Aurora will still be in whatever game it is that we're playing, so don't worry about that. Taara, what would you like to see in Star Equestrian in the future? Because that's a very open question. This can go in various different directions.
Not really, because first of all, I would like to see some new tack.
Okay.
I'm not talking about fantasy-inspired tack. I'm talking about just normal leather.
So you're talking about purple tack?
No, it can be 5-star. My
Okay.
goodness, it could be 6-star. I don't mind.
All right.
But just normal looking gear. Something that you can expect to find if you're stepping into an equestrian shop in real life.
Okay.
Just high quality
Leather, not
tack
something
pieces
blue, purple, whatever.
with strange
Weird
pieces
colorings
sticking
with it.
out.
Okay.
The fantasy themes are nice, but it doesn't go in with all of the fantasy horses that we have at present.
No, for sure not.
And some of the colors are really clashing.
But I suppose that's also why you've got the
Wild mode.
Wild mode.
Yes.
Yes, and all that.
But still, just having a high level, quality, normal leather, even if it's just black leather
Okay.
or white leather.
What about if you can
that's not very
customize
common.
your tack in terms of the coloring?
Oh, that would be amazing. Do you think Foxy will
I
be
don't
doing
know,
that?
but maybe it's time that we bring their attention to something like this if that is what the players like.
Well, they can't even bring Bronco, which is just normal
Okay,
quest.
that's another topic completely.
So how?
Which
how
is
do you
off
think-
topic completely.
How do you think
because
they
I mean,
will manage getting tack to be dyeable?
well, it would be like a normal.
It would be amazing.
It would like a top or a pants that you have in your customization screen. Same type of principle. Here, you then just instead of having your hat or your whatever it is, your T-shirt, but that you can customize in terms of colors, and it needs to be just specific colors in terms of what they make available. So I mean, it's the same principle that you would then do with the tack.
Like coloring your horse's hair.
Yes.
I mean, it would be amazing if they ever brought that into being.
Because then if you don't like the specific tack item that you got, you can just change one of the colors. I think that would be very cool.
I think it would be amazing.
And it makes sense to do that.
I would also like to have more hairstyle and mane style and
For your
tail
character.
style. Main style for your character?
Yeah, sure.
Tail style. I did not know that my character had a tail. Thank you.
Oh well, all sorts of things can happen. You have fantasy horses.
Indeed. So for the horses, I suppose also for your
characters as well as your horses. Yes,
some more
definitely.
options in general when it comes to the wardrobe. So
let's go to the barn.
Yeah, because the baby's almost going to hatch. Okay, how far is it? Let me check.
Oh my goodness, it's taking its time.
Oof, it's so close. It's so close. Is it gonna crack?
I don't know.
Is there gonna be like a special animation or something?
It'd be interesting to see.
The egg cracks glowing and then
Foal jumps into your arms. Oh no!
It went poof.
It just poofed.
What?
It disappeared. Oh my goodness!
Okay, that's quite sad. Oh, okay, because they left it for this.
It's just a normal animation. Oh, that's boring.
That's boring, but it's cute. It's a very cute hatchling.
It's
a very cute foal. People, we need a name for this baby and the other ones as well. So just throw it in the comment section below.
Yes, please.
And then we'll do a draw from the top.
From the top 10 names.
It's very cute.
It's very cute. It looks huge here. Just the way it's standing, the angle.
But now, obviously we've seen the foal before, so
yes, we've seen other people's foals, but this is our one.
And also, when it comes to like future stuff, I would love to see an updated Mustang model and updated textures.
Has that not been updated?
I don't think so, no. I think it's still the original model that they used.
Okay. So which horses have they updated, the models?
Well, they started with the Frisian and Frisian Sport.
Okay.
They went on to the Quarters, Aussies, and what's the other one? Paint. Because it's one model that they share. Right. Then they went on to the... I can't actually remember. Was it the Arabian first? Because they have done the Arabian, and then last they've done the Shire.
Okay.
So the only one that's not been touched, as far as I know, is the Mustang.
Is the Mustang. Okay.
Okay, but now I have a beef with some of the Mustangs because I find them really, really cute. But now the thing is, there is this thing called a dun gene.
Oh no! Here we go.
D-U-N. And there are a couple of horses in our royal stable that are labelled as dun horses. But now, they are not carrying the characteristics of a dun horse. One, they don't have extra suit. So suit is something that you'll find at all of the points of the horse. So that's going to be the nose, the ears, the legs, the tail. Some of them have a reasonable amount of suit. So black legs, black snoot, some black around the eyes, some black around the ears. But they do not have a dorsal stripe.
Okay.
They've instead given slight dorsal stripes for Arabians and Clydesdales.
All right. But this brings us to the point.
It's weird.
It brings us to this dorsal point stripes. Where the developers and artists, they
don't seem to know.
They're not the experts when it comes to the actual characteristics of the horses and the coats. All right? That's designing the game. All right?
But if you have a horse labelled a dun horse...
Sure, they should have done their basic research to include that.
I personally feel in the future they should add to all the horses in the Mustang, at least, family and their textures, that especially the Kiger Mustangs, that they should add at least a dorsal stripe.
Okay.
Along with the tiger stripes on the sooty legs.
Okay. All right.
So literally they could just add that in.
So is that the only horse models that need to be revamped still?
Yes.
Okay.
when it comes to the horse models, they are technically okay. They are a lot better than they were.
The sizing?
Sizing. We can always do with a lot better with bigger horses.
No, I'm not talking about bigger horses. I'm talking if you look at the sizing of for instance, the Mustang Arabian versus a sport horse.
I think the
Friesian.
Arabians are too small, to be honest.
Oh, they're too small.
I think so.
Okay.
They can just be a little bit bigger. All the horses are kind of pony size.
But a Mustang as well is actually a little bit bigger than what they're in game, right?
Yeah, all these horses are quite small, I would say.
In game.
In game.
Yes.
But anyway, so
all right.
what do you want to add? About horses and updates that you would like to see?
I think more interaction with your horse.
Oh, yes.
Not just feeding it, being able to actually brush your horse.
That would be
especially
nice.
if you've been
Since we have a brush.
Yes, when you're training your horse and stuff, you need to afterwards take care of your horse. And that's not just feeding it a piece of watermelon or whatever. You need to be able to brush your horse, remove the actual bridle that you have, that animation type thing. Remove the saddle from the actual horse, not just by clicking a button and removing it.
Oh, do you know what would be cool? If you could if you could clean your tack. Like if you could hold, you can put your tack onto the...
You've got that little pedestal for
yes,
I don't know what the actual name is, no.
Tack rack, I'm not sure.
Yes,
saddle
probably.
stand.
Yes.
And
then being able to take the brush and clean it.
And then have like sparkles coming. It could just be like 2 sparkles.
I think just more animations. In terms of especially taking care of your horses. Because I mean, it is a horse game.
It's a horse game.
So they should be
I know that there's a lot of people
that
that's gonna hate me for what I'm gonna say now.
No.
I would love being able to pick poop.
No.
Out of the stall.
Thank you. No, stop the recording.
Out of the stall, because I don't have a horse in real life. I would have loved to be able to have one.
I'm sure you would not have loved
and
it in real life either.
I'm pretty sure that is a huge part of owning a horse.
Of taking care of your horse, definitely. Very definitely.
And picking poop, either in the fields or in its stall, is a very, very big thing.
Yes, but really, no.
They could just give us like a...
Well, at least once a...
What is it called?
Scoop?
No, it's not a scoop. It's like a pitchfork, but it's not a pitchfork.
No, it's not a pitchfork.
I don't know.
Gravel?
I would have...
I don't know what they...
Absolutely loved it. If they added stuff like having to refill the water tanks. It doesn't have to be like continuously. It's just like a once a day chore.
No,
that would have been really
maybe
nice.
every second day or something.
And for example, if you're in your ranch, all these things could be true only if you're in your ranch.
Yes,
especially if people, like players, don't always want to do these caregiving tasks. That's why they didn't have it included.
Yes.
But it's part of owning a horse in real life.
Yes, it's part of the responsibility of having a horse.
So,
and taking care of it.
We might as well have the choice to be able to do these activities.
Yes, you shouldn't be penalized if you don't want to do it.
Not at all.
Yeah. Then I agree to it. Because poop shoveling, that I'm not doing. Yes. Okay. All right. Talking about ranch.
Oh, yes.
Since and I know this video is not about the dragons as a whole, because we're still growing our little dragon, but I do believe that if you were lucky enough to get a dragon, you should have a little cave for your dragon.
Not just a cave, you should have a hoard, a treasure pile.
Yes.
For your dragon, where they can go and
because they need to be able to play in it and be happy. You know, that's what little dragons do. But yes, talking about ranch and building on your ranch and things like that, I believe there's a lot of stuff that's already in game that they should give us access to.
Yes.
There's like these pagoda and benches outside and stuff. If I can have
like
a little
spot
where I can, where you can just put it outside your house or somewhere on on your ranch, and have the ability to do that type of customizing.
Oh, do you know what would be
or
amazing?
Or the bougainvillea, which
But
is in Agricola.
that they would never give us.
So stuff like that. It's already in game.
If they allowed us to sit at picnic spots.
Oh, yes.
And if you could have your own picnic spot that you
which animation
put in your ranch.
You know which animation I really truly believe we should have is that you as your character should be able to sit down completely flat on the floor, on the ground, to have a picnic. I mean, they have picnic spots, but you can't sit there unless you sit at a table.
Yeah, that's awful.
That's crazy.
It's awful.
There's a little blanket and everything.
I can't sit next to my relaxed horse who's lounging there. My goodness.
Yes, that's crazy.
That's awful. It's absolutely awful.
Stuff like that.
But sorry for interrupting you. Yes, the bougainvillea is so
amongst other things,
gorgeous.
They've got these beautiful fountains and things. Why can't we have it on our ranches?
And the beautiful ivies against hard sides.
Yes,
buildings
all sorts
and
of things
stuff.
like that. I mean, come on. And I think the viewers need to tell us. Please, put it in the comments. What type of customizations in terms of the ranches would you like to see?
And also with the horses and also with the characters.
Well, in general, all sorts of customizations and ideas that you have. Right. That went off tangent very quickly.
Very, very quickly. Also, I would have liked, once again with the ranch stuff, I would have liked to be able to have more horse care items. For example, I saw in the games club, like the Pixabay club, the physical in-game story, that they've got a couple of new stuff there.
Oh?
In the clubhouse area.
Oh, I haven't really noticed.
There is a feed bin. That we do not have access to.
Oh, really?
I want to know why.
Now you're going to make me go there and go and watch and take a look at it.
And there's a couple of other stuff as well. There is a bridle holder thingy. We don't have the ability
to
put our horse bridles.
No. You can only do the saddle or the saddle pad.
Yeah, we can't store it physically.
No.
We can't take it off of its holder.
Yes. Okay.
It would have been amazing if they could give us small things like that. It just fills out the world of Evervale.
It just makes it more complete and more interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
And to have like treat jars for the horse.
Okay.
That would be so cute.
Or treats.
That you can put on a counter.
Yes. Okay.
Because
interesting. I haven't thought of that yet.
Currently, you can build a stable, you can build a house, and
but it's
everything,
also limited
but it's very
in terms
empty.
of it's limited in terms of what you can.
Yeah, it doesn't really have much of a use.
No. And it's not as if you can see your horse enjoying it.
No.
That's the other thing.
Oh, that's a big thing. That's a big thing.
Me first.
Okay.
Your horse need to be able to roam on your ranch.
Yes.
It's your ranch. They should be able to just roam.
If they are
Why must they be in a stable?
If they are out in their stable, they should be able to
just
roam
chill around
and move inside the stable.
Yes.
If you open the stable door,
it doesn't even have to be very far. It's just the fact that they actually move a little bit.
And maybe even interacting a little bit. For example, a social horse can go up to another horse. And if the horse is aloof, he might just snort at the other horse and
walk
turn
away.
his backside to him.
Which the Enikos do.
Yeah, and you see that social horses, to a certain degree, do this in any way. Because they will go and run up to an individual or to another horse. But to just see them have a little bit more movement when they are in this state, when they're supposed to be at ease in your ranch,
in
amazing.
their home, the farm, the ranch.
Yeah, and to see some of the horses just relaxing and grazing together.
Yes, I agree.
It would be amazing.
Okay, sorry. Yes, you wanted to say something.
I can't remember what it was.
Did I interrupt your train of thought? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else in the ranches?
Oh, Ooh, okay. So, there's another thing that they probably will never give to us, and that is archery. In Redwood, there are archery stands, like, I don't know.
Yes, I've seen
so
it.
So basically,
yes.
you've got a target.
There's a target board.
There's a target board, and then there is a rack with arrows and
yes, I saw the rack. That is one of the fireplace.
And I think it's along the coastline in Redwood. There are all of these small, tiny little
targets. Yes, I saw that.
If they
when you go up that hill.
If they added archery, it would be so fun. I have no idea how they will do it.
Well, they kind of already shoot you in racing with rockets.
I mean, if they can shoot you with a rocket,
I firmly believe you need armor for that.
You should be able to use a bow as well.
Because how can you come unscathed out of that race?
We don't necessarily have to hunt animals. We don't necessarily have to hunt people.
No, just target practice on that target board. Yes.
For bonus loot or something.
Okay.
Something that
bonus loot. Wow.
We can't use. You know, that's the type of stuff they like to give us. So
stuff we can't use. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah. So that would be amazing. Also, if they could give in a ranch the ability to set up your own training course for shooting.
Oh. Yes, but you've got the ability to set up a training course for your horse.
Because horseback archery is a thing.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yes.
It is.
Another thing, because they added in the armor, in the VIP thing, like the old knight style
it's already
armor.
there.
It's already there. It would be amazing if we could have, what's it called? Like the knight jousting.
Oh, yes.
Where you flip someone from the horse.
That is a bit risky.
It's a bit risky, but this is a game.
Yes, I know.
So there isn't really a risk. Like in real life, there's a risk. It's dangerous.
Yes, for sure. But yes, that's quite an angle that I haven't thought of.
I mean, they implemented it in World of Warcraft. In the Argent tournament.
Yes. That was quite a while back, Lich King.
Very, very far back in time. But anyway, these
would be interesting
to have more horsey activities.
Definitely.
In the game, other than just show jumping and racing.
You mean as an actual event?
As an actual event.
Ooh.
Where you can train your horse.
Okay. That would be actually quite interesting.
Because currently the only way to play the game is either to roam around on your horse or to do show jumping events. And cross-country events. And they're
or
very
racing.
similar.
It's either
or racing.
Either of those.
And that's the only way that you can actually gain XP with your horse. And obviously you can give your horse to a trainer to physically train AFK.
Yes, no, you've got that option as well.
But there isn't any other
type of activities
that you can do.
Okay.
So that would be amazing if they wanted to add a little bit extra.
Well, it would
depth.
add a different dimension to the game. Definitely.
Definitely.
Okay. And I'm sure they would be able to come up with other ideas as well. If they really start thinking out of the box.
Horse polo.
Of course, that's also sport. Yes.
That would be fun. Oh my goodness, if you had to play it in teams.
Yes, you have to play it in a team.
Because, I mean, racing is already done in a team, right? No. Racing is already done in multiplayer.
Yes.
So they might as well be able to structure
that
two
would
teams.
Be nice if you have teams.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Oh my word, I like that idea.
That would be amazing.
It would be fun. Okay.
But anyway, and they can have similar or different rewards. It would add so much.
Different dimensions to the game.
Just a little bit of a fresh air to it. That everything isn't
You would
the
actually
same.
get more teamwork that way as well.
And since quite a lot of people play this game and they stay on this game because of the people and interacting with the people.
Yes, with the social aspect.
That there is a need to do stuff together. And in this game, it's very much solo.
Yes.
You can't really work together at all.
No.
The closest you can get to is clubs.
It's with a club, yes.
And even then, it's very much your own.
Everybody just does their own thing.
You do your own thing. These are all stuff that we would love to see in the future in Star Equestrian. And I personally think if they don't do something radical like this in the near future, even after Bronco maybe one day gets released, this game is just going to dry up.
The thing is,
it's not giving the people what they want.
I think it is necessary because there isn't new content coming, being released often enough, or story that is coming through. And unless they actually do story
or activities
and or activities, there doesn't remain a lot for you to do in game.
I mean, once you're high level, if you've got all the horses that you've wanted and you have all the tack,
then there's not much left.
There's not really much left
except for racing or leveling up a new horse. So
end game content
it would be more interesting.
Is lacking.
It would definitely be more interesting if there could be more activities and things coming through.
Especially since you can
and
technically
content, of course,
play through the whole game story-wise in a couple of days.
You did it in what, 2 days?
Yes, I did it in 2 days.
That's insane.
So there's really a very big
there's a need for
void when it comes to end game content.
Definite need for content.
Okay, so the Foal is ready to grow into an actual rideable
after all
dragon
the leveling.
Oh,
yay!
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's beautiful.
She is pretty.
That's beautiful. Oh, and we get a free Foal.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
At least you have to not pay for it, so
but
that's good.
But I think that's just because of
just the first one.
Just because it was a hatchable dragon.
Because it was an egg, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Great stuff.
Awesome. So in the next episode, we will be showcasing the dragon's animations.
Yes. And
walk,
more.
Trot, canter, gallop, flying, all those things. Okay, so thank you all for watching.
Thank you for watching.
And see you in our
next
next
time.
video. Bye-bye.
Bye.